All right, so I didn't know about this particular Comic Con until last week. I called a dealer who I thought was going to be at the Baltimore Comic Con. I wanted to ask him, hey, what booth you're going to be at? So when I go to the Baltimore Con, you're the first person I go because this particular dealer always has good stuff, always. And he told me, oh, I'm not going to be at the Baltimore Con. I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be at this Comic Con the week after, which is today. And I said, oh, I didn't even hear about this. I didn't even know about it. So I looked it up online, and sure enough, it was the, excuse me, it was the fifth or sixth annual of this particular Comic Con, and it cost $10 to get in, which was kind of crazy. Usually the smaller cons were, usually they're like $3-5. This was in a hotel lobby, and I went. You know what? I went. It was. I thought it would be bigger than what it was. There was only three comic book dealers, but like I said earlier, the one dealer that I really like was there, so that's the first person I went to, and this is what I found from three dealers. I mean, the rest were like artists and writers and a bunch of t-shirt vendors and coffee cup superhero vendors, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I got another copy of this Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 101. Everything I'm about to show you was $1, unless I got a couple of $5 and I got a couple $3. So, and a couple cover price because I went to an LCS later as well. So actually, no, there was four vendors, four comic book dealers because there was an LCS there. So anyway, I got this Peter Parker 101. It's a classic black costume. Every copy I've had in the past has sold well, and this is another near mint copy, so I just wanted to add it to the PC. Found another copy of this Peter Parker 107, a first appearance of Sin Eater. High grade copy, near mint, maybe the third or fourth copy. I don't know because I haven't really bagged and boarded none of my comics lately, but high grade, I mean, selling for $20-$40 in the black market. So those were $1. He didn't have that many dollar bins. He only had 4 or 5, and supposedly he said that was just for me, so I was happy. The rest were $5 comics plus his wall comics, and I really didn't see anything that I needed or wanted. Even the dealer admitted that the tables were like 150 for the dealer, for the vendor, compared to like 75 in like other Comic Cons. But anyway, I went to another comic book dealer. He had about $5-$6 boxes on the floor, plus he had maybe 1 or 2 boxes up top that were cover price or marked, price as marked. So I found these in the bottom floor. Again, no one was digging with me. I was on the bottom, and I found this Wild Thing Nicky Doyle #2, just a classic early Venom cover, Marvel UK edition. It goes well with the #1 I got. I had 3, I think, copies of #1, so now I have a set or 2 sets. So maybe I'll try to sell that. Found another copy for $1, Ghost Rider and Blaze Spirits of Vengeance #9, first appearance of Vengeance. Really cheap online. I mean, if you can find this, get it. Supposedly it's something going on with this character, but high grade near mint copy. Glad to have that in the PC. This was probably the find of the day right here, man. I can't believe this. When I saw this, I was like, what? And it's the shiny claw, man. It's the metal claw. This Ultimate X #1. First appearance of Jimmy Hudson, the rare metal claw variant. So far, selling for like $30-$40 online. But man, this is definitely high grade. I can't believe I found it. They had some other Ultimate X covers. Ultimate X #1, but they didn't have the bone one. That would have been nice to have as a set. But this metal claw, man, can you see that? Bling bling. That is beautiful. So I'm glad to have that in the PC. I'm not sure if I'll grade this or not, but man, I've been looking for this. I don't think there's any 9/8. I haven't seen any online. But this definitely is a candidate. So very happy with that. Got this new Avengers 27 as well. Goes with the, oh man, was it the number 11 I got from the Baltimore Con. This is the first Hawkeye as Ronin. So glad to have that in the PC. So those were $1. Next I went to this other dealer who had some $5 comics. He had buy two or, but he said each comic was $5 or buy three for 10. That's what it was. So I got this high grade near mint Guardians of the Galaxy #1 for $5. Got this Hulk 324, which is the Return of the Gray Hulk. And it's also a cover swipe of the Hulk #1, which is pretty cool. So got that, and then I don't think this one, yeah, I think one of these came free, but I got this Hulk 449 as well. So first appearance of the Thunderbolts, and I've been looking for this comic for a while. So that was a pretty good fun right there as far as the $5 bins. And then these were $3. Static #1. First appearance of Static from 1993. But I think the one to get, and he had it too, but my phone was acting up and I couldn't really get any connection. There's the collector's edition, which is in a poly bag. If you can find that #1, that's probably the one to get, because that one's selling for 20, 30 bucks. I mean, this is probably, you know, a $10, $15 book with the TV show out and everything. Got this for $3. X-Men 257. This is the second appearance of Psylocke, first Jubilee in a costume. Need to read about that. Goes with the 256 I have, which is pretty cool. Got this Star Wars #2, first appearance of Han Solo and Chewbacca. Goes well with the #1 I have, newsstand cover. And I got this for $3. What if Venom had possessed the Punisher #44? Says 15 on there, but you know, he was throwing deals. $3 for that. Thought that was cool. So then there was another dealer who had nothing but new releases on his table. He was a LCS, and I had a good conversation with him. I heard of his comic store. Shout out to Rico. You know, Rico's someone I've been bumping into like for the past 18 Wednesdays. He's always there. When I'm there at 9:59, he's there. So good guy, man, knows his stuff. He's not big on YouTube, not big on video, so I doubt he's watching this or will ever watch it. But just shout out to you, man, because he told me about this LCS. I just blew him off. Finally went there today. And man, it's probably one of the best LCS, the biggest LCS I ever seen. He had some stuff at the Comic-Con, which was pretty cool, but I didn't grab any. He said they were like 5-10 minutes from the Comic-Con. So once, you know, there was only 3-4 dealers at the Comic-Con. I wasn't going to stay there the whole day. I went to a panel. That was pretty fun. My first panel in a while. I went to I guess the owner of the Awesome Con. He was there, and I guess he directs other Comic-Cons, so he was just talking about, you know, how to start a Comic-Con and what's behind the scenes and how to get artists and writers. He was just talking, and I was just kind of listening. That was pretty cool. So anyway, I probably stood at the Comic-Con for maybe 2-3 hours, and then after that I went to this LCS and found these still on the rack. This Deathstroke #19. Not a biggie, but just something I want to add to my PC. I have cover B, and that sold pretty well, but as a set, cover A and cover B, they sell for a little bit more, maybe in the 15, 20, 25 range. But by itself, this is a $10, $15 book, and this was still in the rack. The last 2 copies, Deathstroke, Rebirth #19. Found this on the rack. They had 3 copies. I just grabbed one. Killed the Minotaur #1. Still some, I guess, some hype on this. It's been optioned for a movie or TV show by Universal. Selling online for 10, 15 bucks as we speak. So I just grabbed a copy, high grade near mint. And then this was on the rack too. Man, I must have thought I thought I was in Walmart or something, man. This I picked up a couple of these when I first came out, and they sold well, but this they had three more copies. I just grabbed two. Met Cadet U #1 from Boom Studios. This is the cover D. This is the hard to find cover D Lou variant. Right now selling for $24, $25, $30 just this issue by itself. It's just one of those low print, hard to find independent titles. Boom Studios #1. It's the cover D, so there's like 4 covers to the #1. But if you can find this, probably a good one to have in the PC, unless you're one of those ones that wants to flip it. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna maybe sell one of them, keep the other. But I submitted one to CGC at the Baltimore Comic Con, so hopefully they'll come back 9.8. These definitely look high grade potential. So yeah, pretty good day today. I mean, Baltimore Con was nice last week. This was a smaller con. Like I said, 3-4 dealers. But hey, I met an owner of an LCS. He invited me to his LCS, and man, I thought that was the biggest, the best, the most organized. Had music. There was people there. Even when the con is going on 5 miles down the street, there must have been like 100 people in this LCS. They had some back issues, but I digged all through it. I didn't find any. I found a question 17. It was marked for 24. I said, hey, guy, you know, how about 5? Because it definitely needed a press. It needed some work. And he said 14. And then he said $7.99. Then came back 10 minutes later. I can do 5. And by that time, I lost interest in it. I didn't think I wanted it. But, yeah, so I found a new LCS. Shout out to Rico, man. Appreciate you telling me about it, man. Sorry I haven't been there earlier, but great day, great event, great additions to the PC. Just wanted to share with you guys. And as always, collect what you want to collect, but please take care of those comics. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.